Anyway, that's Senator Tammy Baldwin of Wisconsin. For more now, we're joined by former Congresswoman Nan Hayworth, a Republican from New York State and a member of the Independent Women's Forum Board of Directors. Thank you, Congresswoman. Thank you for joining us. Are we going to get to fixing the problem, or where are we at now? Because I think the gladiatorial part is over. Everybody's tried. I don't think there were votes for repeal in the Republican Party. There were votes for repeal on something called replace, but nobody could agree on the replace part. It seems somebody ought to just put their hand up in the air and say, no mas, we can't do this anymore. We're actually going to fix it now. Your thoughts?
Chris, I agree. We do need to fix it. Obamacare, unfortunately, the Affordable Care Act is failing. It is in a deadly spiral. Well, I agree with you. I agree with you. And the best way to fix it, Cassidy Graham would have been a great improvement. Even the CBO said it's broad estimates, and it didn't come out with details, as you know, but they said that states would be able to craft better, more fitting insurance for their populations, and more people would be going to work. So we need to hold those ideals with us. And I know that the Senate could come up with a bill that could pass, that could get at least 50 Republican votes if they could broaden the terms of a bill. Well, that's not bipartisan.
That's not going to happen.
You know what?
You guys have been trying and trying. In other words, you're saying, Congresswoman, that you haven't given up. You still think the Republicans can do this by one party alone.
I'm a Republican, the only female physician of either party ever a member of Congress. And I can tell you that there is great will to do this right. And yes, I agree. We want Democrats to work in this process. But quite honestly, Senator Schumer has no intention of participating meaningfully in passing that kind of a bill through the Senate. So we've got to do it with Republican votes.
What do you have to say to John McCain tonight? The president calls him the problem of all. The problem. Do you think he's a problem?
Yeah. I honor and respect your service. I wish you nothing but health and healing. I think your better decision would have been to fulfill the campaign pledges you gave to the folks in Arizona who elected you, and to have voted yes for Cassidy Graham.
But Cassidy Graham wasn't on the ballot last year.
But repeal and replace was, Chris, and this is, in many senses, the only realistic chance we have to make things better, and it would have done that.
But I think replace and repeal is non sequitur. Anyway, thank you so much. It's great to have you on. Former U.S. Congressman Nan Hayworth of New York State. Up next.